Hey guys, welcome back. Today's video is gonna be about my arms workout and the topic of what it truly means to be confident and how can we develop that for ourselves. I will see you inside.
And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be?
So tonight I slept 4 hours, which for me is too little. And the reason for that is that when going to bed, I had the brilliant idea of checking my email. And as I may have mentioned in previous videos, I have a very delicate situation at work that probably isn't going away anytime soon, and I need to manage it really carefully. So I received an email that triggered me emotionally, and initially I was thinking, yeah, okay, I accept this, okay, I'm going to bed. I was about to try to sleep, but then and I was thinking, yeah, I will tomorrow I will shoot a video in the morning, that come back, and when I'm working I will dedicate my fullest attention to that. But I noticed that my mind wasn't ready to go to bed at all once it read that email. So I decided, okay, it's okay. I don't want to stress about the fact that tonight I'm not gonna sleep. So I accept that I'm gonna sleep very little. And so I stayed up until 4:30 a.m. to craft a strategy and to think very thoroughly about every step I'm gonna take to manage the situation in this specific instance, and all the possible scenarios, and really like with the help of ChatGPT I have been building a very robust reasoning framework on how to deal with this specific issue until 4:30 a.m. Then when I felt that I had analyzed the situation really thoroughly, at that point I was ready to sleep, and I actually slept pretty well, but only until 9 a.m. So here I am. Let's see how this arms workout goes. I am not gonna do cardio today. I'm going straight into the arms workout, and I will begin with warming up with the rubber band. If you want to see how it's done, you can check my previous videos. Let's begin. So I'm going to start with some pull downs. Again, this is not upper body day, but I like to do this for the sensation that it gives me when I have an arms pump. And also it's a way to do a more thorough warm-up. Yeah, I gotta increase the weight because I'm not feeling this. So I'm gonna start alternating biceps and triceps as the cables. So with this one, I'm trying to bring my hands up to my face. It can be your chin, it can be your nose. And then when I'm here, squeeze the biceps. Also here, we're going at the end of the movement, if I can, if the number of reps I'm at allows it. Here, I try to squeeze as much as I can. And I try to feel the squeeze on the whole tricep, the internal part, the one that is touching my torso, and also in the external part. Ah, that's why this was harder than I thought. I had the tricep weight on. Okay, I'm keeping the same weight as the last one for this, so a little bit heavier than the previous sets. Last set of triceps before changing exercise. So this is a weird exercise for the biceps that I like a lot. I've done it only in a previous video, maybe it was the first one. So I'm using a very light weight, 6 kilos in each hand. Okay, so maybe this doesn't only target the bicep, also for sure it involves the shoulder, but it's one of the few, maybe the only exercise in which I feel that when the bicep is extending completely, here it's still working, it's still contracting. A similar sensation I only have with the Scott curls, but this is very different. Yeah, like you don't manage with this to load a lot of weight directly on the bicep, that's for sure. Let me know in the comments if you think this exercise works, if it makes sense, if it's just something weird that doesn't make any sense. So I've increased the weight, 1 kg more per arm. Crazy increase. Ah. Oh. So this is an exercise that, although it's not the heaviest on the bicep, I find it to be very strenuous because you have to sustain continuous tension on all the upper muscles of your body, including probably also the back. And it's really hard to do it. Like, few exercises give me the sensation of like the fight or flight response, like when you plunge into ice cold water, kind of like that. Like the body wants to get out of the situation immediately. This is similar. Ugh. Yeah, the most difficult part is when you hold while opening, probably. When you get to this position, you are almost in a resting position for this exercise. This is gonna be my last arm set, and I'm going down with the weight for this one. I'm going back to 6 kilos per arm. With this exercise, even a 1 or 2 kilo difference, it's completely different. Ah. Okay. I'm gonna do another few reps now, but the shoulder was not holding the weight up. Okay, I'm done. So the pump check I'm doing now because I want to boost my confidence before talking about confidence. So today arms workout was pretty short, but nonetheless effective. Yeah, this is, I never understood this pose. Arnold could hit this pose like crazy, like kind of like this, riding a motorcycle, and his bicep was like popping out crazy wide from both sides. Okay, pump check done. Next, a few thoughts on confidence, then abs. So I've decided to do abs first so that I can boost my confidence even more. So I'm doing one last set. I have lost one of these recordings. Last set. So today I would like to share a couple of thoughts about the topic of what it truly means to be confident. For many people, confidence means showing strength, always being right, always asserting yourself and always asserting your ego. But is that really confidence? Or true confidence is something completely different? Like the ability to feel comfortable in any situation, regardless of whether you're right or wrong. So a mind that is calm, clear and unshaken, that is not controlled by self-grasping, fear or insecurity, and is also comfortable in leaning in its own weaknesses. So which one is it for you guys? For me, it's the second. I like to think it's the second. And in order to develop it, there are two main components. The first component is letting go of our ego, at least a little bit. I feel that one of the biggest obstacles to confidence is clinging too tight to our ego. True confidence, it's not about protecting our own image. It's about familiarizing ourselves with feeling comfortable, even in situations where the ego feels uncomfortable. This doesn't mean deliberately seeking embarrassment or putting ourselves in humiliating situations. Life naturally provides plenty of these situations, and each situation in which the ego feels threatened can be an occasion to develop confidence. Let's make an example, something that it actually happened in my personal experience. Like, I've already said this one in a previous video, I think. I'm out with friends, I'm having fun. Maybe I drank a little bit too much and I have a weird interaction with one of these friends. Maybe I say something that offends him. Maybe there is a misunderstanding, but after this interaction and after that night, I find myself thinking, what must that person be thinking of me right now? And the first instinct is to push that feeling away by directly remedying to that situation. Maybe writing a message to seek confirmation that everything's all right, or other compulsive solutions. But what if instead I simply accepted that? I accept that I feel that way, I accept that I don't know what the other person is thinking about me, and I accept that my ego is feeling hurt in that moment. And I accept the sensation, I leave it there, burning. And the next time I will be meeting this friend, after I left that sensation there, maybe there will be occasions to clear the misunderstanding, but I'm not acting based on what the ego is telling me to do. This is how we weaken the grip of the ego, by not always feeding its need of protection and justification. Let's make another example. Let's say you are discussing something with someone and you realize you were wrong. Do you grasp onto your position, justify yourself, twist your word and try to appear like you knew more than you did? Or do you plainly admit, yeah, you're right, I was wrong about this, and take it humbly? The first approach keeps us prisoners of our ego. It makes our confidence fragile because it only exists when we feel in control. The second approach, instead, builds true confidence because when we don't feel the need to protect our ego, we are free. So every time we resist the urge to defend, justify, or control the way others see us, we are breaking the chains that make us puppets to our ego. The second very important component to develop true confidence is compassion towards ourselves and others. The opposite of confidence is insecurity. And what does fuel insecurity? Self-denigration, self-judgment, and a critical inner voice. If we want to develop unshakable confidence, we must develop a mind that is kind toward itself. This is a topic I've touched upon in previous videos. One that I suggest you, in case you're interested, is episode 12, which is about being honest with ourselves. So how can self-compassion become a path to confidence? Imagine like you are someone else, someone you care about and you want the best for. Would you constantly criticize and judge them? Or would you acknowledge their struggles, encourage them and wish them well? The way we treat ourselves shapes our confidence. If our mind is harsh and punishing, insecurity grows. If our mind is kind and compassionate, confidence grows. And self-compassion extends outwards because the less we judge ourselves, the less we feel the need to judge, compare, or compete with others. So guys, let me know what you think about this topic. Now I'm gonna get changed and then I'll go home. So nice workout today. Quick and effective. About the quickness, I don't know though, because recording the thoughts took 1 hour, so like I was all happy, yeah, I'm gonna go home soon, I have a lot of time, but then I have a little less time, but it's okay. I'm feeling really, really good today. Okay guys, I will see you outside. I'm going home guys. Let me know in the comment what does true confidence mean to you and how can you develop it. Thank you for watching and I will see you in the next video. Take care.